Section B in our lesson today, how to create activity list with what we learned. Okay, let's go and apply how to create an activity list. Okay, we want to create activity list here, and let's say the first column we'll call it serial number. Then we have here activity name, here activity duration, here start date and finish date. Very simple activity list. I can adjust the column here like this by dragging it. Can adjust the activity duration, the start date and the finish date. The first thing we'll do is to format the table and prepare the table. Now I'll select some cells and make format cells, add border inside and outside. Then here I can format the alignment. Here also I can adjust the height of the row. Let's make it 30 instead of 15. And this header I will adjust it like this, make it bold and fill it with yellow. And I can make the border, I change the border here, border line, I'll make it double line, and that's it. Second thing we'll do to create the required formulas. Let's see what is the formula we need in our activity list. The formula I need only one formula here to calculate the activity duration, so it will equal to finish minus the start. And to drag the formula up to the end, I'll come to the right corner, double click or drag. Let's start adding some activities. Here I can drag the serial number and it will continue counting to the end. So if we have a very small project, what you could think the first activity is. So let's say excavation works. Then after the excavation work, we have BC or plain concrete. Plain concrete for foundation. Then we have RC, reinforced concrete foundation. Then we have column next. After the column next, we have the slab. We have filling first. We have water roofing, then filling, then slab on grade. Then we have first our ground, floor columns and ground floor slab, and then let's say it is one floor only. We have here masonry work, then we have here plaster works, plaster work, then we have floors ceramic, walls ceramic, then we have painting works. Let's say this is our project. Let's see how to use the Excel to make some formula which will serve us as a planning engineers. And let's see here lag. Let's put another column, we'll call it lag. Lag is the duration between activity A and activity B to start or to finish. For example, let's say that the excavation work completion will allow the start of the plain concrete for foundation, but they should wait for 10 days for any reason. This is the lag. So I will make the lag here. If I want to apply the formula from this column, I'll select this column and then I'll click format painter, and I will apply the same format to the other column. Okay, now we have here the start date, the finish date, and the lag. Let's say the first activity 1st January 2013. Then I'll format my cell, alignment, date. I need the date to be my favorite format. Okay, now we see here that the activity duration has a value and it gives us a minus value. So we want to fix this formula. We will apply if condition format. So I will tell the Excel equal if this cell greater than 0, so we have a completion date, then the value will equal to this cell minus the finish minus the start, otherwise put it 0. Why I'm doing this? Because every time I'm putting a date here, it will calculate automatically from the default value in the finish date and give me some unreasonable date. Let's say I put here 1 January again 2013. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now Excel will not wait for me until I put the finish date to make the calculation finish minus the start, so it will give me the activity duration. That's why I told the Excel to do some conditional format. If this cell greater than 0, then go and proceed and do your calculation, otherwise keep it 0. Now I want to drag to apply this formula up to the end. I can now double click this one because the other cells is not empty, so just double click and it will be applied up to the end. Okay, and I want to apply the formula, the format here for the date. So I'll copy the format and paste it to everywhere. Okay, let's finish date. I make it this plus 30 days, and you'll find here automatically that the Excel calculated the activity duration. One of the things we need to format, let's say I want this one to be in 2 lines. The activity duration, this word, I want it to be in 2 lines. So just I right click on it, format cells, and here from alignment I will check wrap text. then okay. Now it will come into two rows or two words if the column widths will not fit to be in one line. So this one will be in two lines. The plain concrete will start after the completion date of the excavation. This is the plain concrete duration 10 days. This is the finish date. Whenever you see this dash, it means that the column width cannot fit the content. So just double click here to enlarge the column width a little bit. RC concrete will start after the plain concrete, and let's say it will take 15 days. Column neck will start after the RC, and let's say it needs 10 days. Okay, waterproofing will start after the completion date of the column neck, but we need to wait for 7 days to allow the column neck curing. So let's put the leg here, let's say 7 days. So this one equal this finish date plus 7 days leg, and it will take 4 days to be completed. Backfilling will start after 1 day. Let's say it will take 10 days. Slab on grade after the completion of the filling. Let's say 1 day, and it will take 10 days as well. Ground floor column after the slab on grade, and let's say it needs 5 days. Now once I'm using this formula to calculate from the finish date for the above activity plus 1, so I can simply drag it up to the end and start putting here, and I can make start putting here the completion date. So the ground floor slab, and I can make the opposite duration now. I can make the opposite operation, sorry. I will delete the duration from here, and I will tell the Excel this completion date equal to the start date plus the duration. And let's see how it works now. If we said that the ground floor slab will take 15 days, so I'll put 15 days, the Excel automatically will calculate the completion date, and which equal to the start date plus the original duration, and will give the start date for the other activity, and so on. Ground floor slab, masonry work, let's say it will take 10 days, but we need to put here a leg. We need to put here a leg for 14 days. We should wait for the concrete to be cured before we can start the masonry work. So I'll put here plus this cell. So even I finished in 4th May, but I cannot start the masonry work in the same date. I have to wait 14 days leg. And we continue the plaster work 7 days, floor ceramic tiles, let's say 7 days, all ceramic tiles 7 days, painting work 15 days. And now as you can see here, I created a simple activity list. I used the benefit of the Excel to help me identifying the start, finish, and if there is a condition here for the lag, I put a conditional if in the activity duration. I can here make a conditional format and make two colors between the low value and the high value. Low value, make it green and red, and let's say okay. So it will give me indication about the highest value will going to the color of red, the lowest value will go to the color of green, and I can use this as a guideline which is more critical activity I have here. So now we created the required formula, we added the data to the tables, we want to prepare the sheet for printing now. To prepare this sheet for printing, we need to delete, first thing, just delete the unnecessary columns and rows, and we have to identify the paper size, whether it is portrait or landscape, and we just click OK. My best way of preparing a sheet for printing, I'm just telling the Excel, show me page break preview, and I'm start adjusting it like this. So this is what will be printed. Now I can view normal, and I can from here show print preview. This is my Excel sheet and how it look like. Let's see if we change the page direction. If we change the page direction to landscape, I think it will fit better. So I need just to increase this one and increase this one and increase this width as well until it is near to the dotted line. You see this dotted line here? We want to make it fit better. Okay, and from here we can adjust as well. We can see the print preview, which is more perfect now. Okay, one more thing to do before printing any Excel sheet or any Word sheet. I am intentionally put some spelling wrong here in the activity name. What I am highly recommending, before you print any Excel sheet, just go to the review and check your spelling. See here the column is wrong, I will change it. I change it again. Masonry is wrong, I will change it. Works, instead of works I type worker, so I change it again. I change this word, and that's it. Now my sheet is ready for printing. And don't miss to from review tab to make the spelling check. It's very important to have a professional report without any typing mistakes. And this was the last step in our lesson. Perform the last step, what I should do before printing. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I will see you in the next lesson.